When people think of 11 Bravo, this is what they picture. Guns blazing, high speed, super soldiers. But we wanted to take a deeper dive into what the day in the life of an infantryman is really like. A typical day as an infantryman starts like any other: 0630 PT formation, 0900 work call. But unlike most Army jobs, their day can change in an instant. So we asked First Sergeant what was on the schedule.
First Sergeant Dustin McClure with Eagle Troop, 2nd Squadron, 2nd Cavalry Regiment. We're doing a platoon sticks. This is our second iteration of platoon sticks, where we're integrating not only the basic infantry tactics that we have to employ to go and win the nation's wars, but as like all of the things that you see, we're integrating UAS capabilities. We're out here with multiple vendors testing out different systems and how we can employ them at the squad, platoon, and troop level.
We also asked Specialist Tugman what his typical day looks like.
My name is Specialist Arthur Tugman. I'm an infantryman attached to 1st Squadron, 2nd Cavalry Regiment. My normal day-to-day consists of waking up 05, showing up to work at 05:45 to do PT at 06:30. Then at 09:30, coming to work, either PMCS vehicles, PMCS weapons, training, giving classes to junior enlisted, learning from senior enlisted, as well as operating these unmanned ground vehicles.
After hearing Tugman speak, we got a little curious. In an MOS with one of the highest reclassification rates, what does it take to stay in and rise through the ranks? So we asked Sergeant First Class Bryson Reeves.
Definitely a leadership challenge going through the 11 years, but I think it's grown to be a better unit, especially going through all the different units from light to Bradleys to Strikers. You definitely see the experience throughout the whole infantry, and I definitely think it's gotten better through the technology that we've been using. Infantry matters just because, we do the dirty work when no one wants to do it. We train when it's raining, and it's hard, and a lot of people don't like to do it. They don't like to get their hands dirty, and that's I think infantry is very important. Try your best every single day. Learn something new every single day, and try to go to those schools that progress your career and make you as best as you can be. There's a lot of schools out there, I think, that help and progress people's career. But I also think great leadership helps. And if you have that great leadership, it is the best, honestly. It's definitely hard work out here trying to, make these troops better. But I think they picked the right troop to make the troops better.
Ghost Troops platoon leader, 2nd Lieutenant Jeffrey Takis, also shared his perspective.
I'm 2nd Lieutenant Jeffrey Takis, and I'm with Ghost Troop in the United States Infantry. I'm an 11 Alpha. Being a leader to me is about being a good example and always being willing to do something for somebody else. Even when it's the hard thing to do, it's usually the right thing to do. Being a leader is being there for people when they need you most. Being in the infantry, yeah, we get to do a lot of the cool stuff, but that comes with hard work and practice. My soldiers out here, we're training to actually go and grade the people using the fun new technology in Lithuania. Everything that we do, it's all part of a machine. So much is done behind the scenes so that the people in the front can succeed. We're even playing backside support too. It's not always just guns and bullets. I think being a part of a team is a great thing. From playing on a Little League team as a child, high school sports, to ultimately the best team in the world. Being a team is like nothing else. You have immediate family. I have 28 brothers and sisters that I can rely on day in and day out, that I know have my back and I have theirs.
After hearing from Lieutenant Takis, one thing became clear. His answer echoed what we'd heard from nearly every infantryman: camaraderie. That is, the bond that motivates them to choose 11 Bravo, and more importantly, to stay.
My name is Sergeant Michael Kaiser. I've been in the infantry for 8 years. Camaraderie to me here in the infantry means just brotherhood. It's unique in its way because we have to live with each other 24/7, day in, day out. So, it's not only we see the good in each other, we also live with each other through the bad. Through all of it, we stick together, we move forward, get things done. And I think the beautiful thing about it is that It's kind of forced onto you, but you know, if you're a team player, it's kind of one of those things that you want to have.
After spending a full day with infantry, it's safe to say it's hard work. But it's also clear these soldiers wouldn't trade it for anything. And if you ask them, they'll tell you there's no job like it.
I think being an infantryman is a great MOS because it's what it means to be a soldier. It's the first ever MOS, the first man to pick up a rifle. And I think spending a week in the woods with your friends, you know, it's an experience unlike any other.
We're just the best. It's plain and simple. We're just the best, and that's just how it's going to be.
I'll give you the real answer. You know, my uncle was a sergeant major, and he told me if you didn't want to kick down doors and take people's lives, then you weren't really wanting to be in the Army. So do that first, and then maybe you want to do something else. You have to be willing to put it all on the line for the man or the woman right next to you, and willing to sacrifice your life to get that job done or save their life, right? And there's something special about shared hardship. You can go into a platoon. They're all generally doing the same thing, but it's a brand new group of people from a melting pot of all over the world and all over the nation. But you integrate right away because you just know that you guys all came from the same place. You all suffered on Sand Hill together. You went and you trained wherever it was. You've been deployed together. Like, it's that shared suffering that creates that bond that's everlasting.